Mr. Davis, I believe you have fixed the date of the Oswald Street in Newtown as the 14th of August. And then we can proceed with all our concentration on the Welsh Ball to Newtown, the Newtown to Aberystwyth, to Mehentles, the Mehentles to Aberystwyth, and the Mehentles to Bort and Porthettley Railway.
That is Mr. Savin. How can we concentrate all our energy when there are so many railways to build?
I have so much energy, Mr. Davis. There's the Mid Wales Railway, the Hare to Hereford Railway, the Bort to...
But no one is paying us for these railways, Mr. Savin. They're just giving us shares.
But the shares will be worth thousands, maybe even millions. And once I've built my hotel at an Aberystwyth...
What? Hotel?
Yes, Mr. Davis. Grand hotels that everyone will want to visit and spend their holiday time in.
Hotel, Mr. Savin. Holiday. Man is granted 1 day to spend. And that day is spent in worship and meditation of the Lord.
There were great festivities at the opening of the Oswald Street to Welshpool Railway.
When the working is over, we'll raise up both Latin, English, Irish, Welsh, Scottish, to a railway landmark. Wherever you come from, you'll join with a song, and dance through the doorway and navigate song.
Mr. Davis, I've received letters from your lawyer.
I've received letters from yours.
I wish you good luck in it.
I wish you good luck in yours, however hair-brained they are.
Hairbrained? What did you say?
Good
I have
day.
vision.
Good day, Mr. Savin. Men, I've called you all here to the conference to inform you that Mr. Savin and I have terminated our partnership. Mr. Savin will build from here to Newtown, and I will build from here to Aberystwyth. Those who spoke for me, step to the right, those who spoke for Savin, to the left.
So, who are you going with? Well, Mr. Davis is a very hard-working man. And he's very religious too. I think I'll go with him. You're right. Very religious. Very religious indeed. I'm with Mr. Salmon.
These were very busy times for Mr. Davies and Mr. Savin.
Mr. Davis, I have to go to Wixall Moss to lay a track down at Bottomless Bog, but I'll do it. I represent the Great Western Railway. We want to start your plans to go from Whitchurch to Oswald Street. It would take traffic off your line.
restricted!
Hooray!
I know you're too busy to attend any council meetings, but will you be the mayor of
Me? But I'm the mayor haberdasher. I'd be honoured.
Mr. Sabbath, I have to go to Rhondda Valley.
Mr. Davis, I have to go to the Dovey Estuary. Why can't you men build a viaduct across the Dovey Estuary? Well, you see, sir, we can only look for firm rocks for the foundation for the viaduct and the tide is out.
And when the tide is in, we're in the pubs! Did you find any firm rock? No, nothing. It's all shifting and swaying. I don't like it. Let's go back to the pub.
I know, we won't have a viaduct across the Dovey Estuary. We'll go grab a duck instead.
Oh, that would be lovely. A railway in our town. Only not across the seafront.
Not across the seafront.
No, go around the back of the town.
The back? But that will mean...
4 channels, sir. That will cost a bit.
I haven't got any money. I haven't worked my way up from being a simple haberdasher to be defeated by a few tunnels yet. Are they silly? Yeah?
Hey, sir, come and look at this tunnel.
Be careful.
Yes, sir. It's very dark inside.
It is. I can't see anything. I haven't got my lantern. Where's my lantern? I'm lost. Help me!
Our bankers won't lend our money willy-nilly.
Hairplane, that's what I said.
But I've done so much. I earn past bidders in town. And I work in the coal mines and I've done so much. I can't finish to be defeated by... I'll just you won't desert me. That means there'll be no locomotive Not a statue. Mr. Davis has a statue in his hometown.
Do you know what these are? Yeah, sheds. Cambrian railway sheds.
Do you know how much they're worth?
Yeah.
Nothing!
Nothing! The miles are hestering.
A mile wide.
Shifting sands.
A treacherous river.
And we've got to build a railway across there.
Oh no, we'll do it.
Mr. Seven might not have the you to do it, but no one else will. You know, Mr. Seven never did any We did all work. Yeah.
113 spars.
500 timber piles.
1 iron section that opens for shipping.
2 men lost when their boat capsized.
But we still did it.
Yes. So you did it. Right, come this way.
Now, sir, would you like to train roast or boil?
Jump over, we head back to where we came from. To north, south, east, west of a great island home. We've worked and we've sweated, we've toiled and we've sung. A family of navvies with an abbey bird song. We've crossed treacherous rivers and shifting sands. Sailed through mountains to
that's how the Cambrian railways were built. Marvellous achievement. Through the hills and over rivers and estuaries and along the cliffs.
All the way from Manchester to Milford Haven?
What? Where?
Manchester to Milford Haven.
Oh yes, of course. The only remaining piece was up in the hills by Llanymynech. Very difficult territory, that.
But they did it.
They got as far as the mountains and they ran out of money.
So they never got from Manchester to Milford Haven.
What was the point? Liverpool was a lot closer to Manchester than Milford Haven. Milford Haven, ridiculous.
But Mid Wales had railways all over the place. Every valley, every major town. It was wonderful, the Cambrian railways.
When's the train coming?
We'll see.
So the Cambrian railways were a great success?
Oh yes, extremely. Everyone loved them.
Except it did go bankrupt. Twice.
Yes.
Well, nobody lives in Mid Wales, do they? Major towns. 1,000 people lived in Newtown then and hardly any goods. Well, no people, no goods. No wonder they never made any money. And the trains were slow because they went up hills and round steep bends.
But at least it was a safe railway.
Oh yes, extremely safe. None safer.
What do you mean? There was an accident just after it opened. The driver and the fireman of the goods train had a few glasses of rum near Newtown, and they drove too fast, and the train was derailed, and they were both killed.
Yes, but otherwise it was always safe on the Cambrian.
And at Caersus once, when there'd been terrible rain and flooding, and the embankment was washed into the river, and the engines went over into the river, and the driver and the fireman were killed.
But
And at Freog,
Where's Freog?
it's on the Welsh coast near Fairborn, near Barnet.
Oh, I know Fairborn. There is a great truck.
That's right. Well, the railway track is high up on the cliff, and the road is up above it. And one day the rain washed the wall with the road down onto the track. And the engine hit it, and it went plunging down onto the rocks by the sea. And by a miracle, all the coaches managed to stay just up on the track. But the driver and the fireman were killed.
Dangerous being a driver or a fireman.
It wasn't any fun being married to a driver or a fireman. When they left for work in the morning, you never knew if you were going to see them again. So come all ye maidens, take warning, my dear. Shun all engine drivers and their company. They'll tell you they love you and all kinds of lies. But the one that he loves is the train that he drives. I once loved a fireman. He said he loved me. He took me out walking into the country. He hugged me and kissed me and looked into my eyes. And he said, I love you more than the 845. He said, my dear Molly, oh, won't you be mine? Just give me the signal and I'll clear the line. My fire, it is burning, my steam, it is high. And if you don't take the brake off, I think I might die. I said, my dear fellow, now don't make so free, 'cause no engine driver shall ever ram me. They'll hug you and kiss you, but when you're in need, he races away at the top of his speed. A sailor comes home when the voyage is done. A soldier gets tired of following the drum. A miner will cleave to his loved ones for life. But the engine driver's one love is his engine.
everyone who worked for the Cambrian loved it. Everyone.
Even if they did have to sometimes work 36 hours without a break. In fact, there was one occasion at Ellesmere Station in 1887.
since 10 o'clock. 5 hours. I didn't think there'd be a train before then. I mean, what a place to be stranded. Ellesmere.
Ah, well. Not long now, till the 2:55. So where are you going?
Aberystwyth. What's the time? How much longer have I got to wait in this place?
That's it. I'm out.
Oh, well done, lad. What is the time?
It's 5 minutes to 3. Still, the train's usually a little bit late. Oh! There it is now.
What? The train? The point, Devon, to the point.
What happened?
The down mail's derailed.
It's that lad.
He hadn't set the points. No one seems to be hurt, luckily. Fair news.
What about my train?
What about that lad?
I'll never get out of here.
Damned fool boy. Derail one of our trains. I'll deal with him. First though, the Board of Trade Inspector can't be here until Friday. That track the train derailed on is not good. Replace it, will you?
What, sir? Before the inspector arrives?
It wasn't the track's fault, it was that idiot boy. But we don't want any criticism, do we? So, Hood,
Yes, sir.
you're the station master here at Ellesmere.
Sir.
And you, Hunt's the porter, whose job it is to change the points for the down mail.
Sir.
Only you didn't change the points. The train went off the track, causing serious delay and expense. It was only lucky that nobody was injured or killed. Anything to say for yourself?
Sir, I've been working since 8 o'clock the previous morning, sir. I wasn't properly awake, sir.
You were awake enough to take a shilling off me at Rummy. Then he breaks the train, and I never did get to Aberystwyth.
Hunt, you are dismissed from the company forthwith. Mr. Hood, you gave the responsibility of changing the points to somebody clearly not fit for the job. You bear some responsibility.
If I may say so, sir, the company does ask its employees to work very long hours.
Nonsense. And if anybody has a problem with the hours of work, they have a choice.
Oh, what's that, sir?
They are at liberty to leave the company.
But Mr. Hood didn't like that. He was highly thought of wherever he was, especially at Ellesmere. And he signed a petition for the reinstatement of Porter Hunt. And he said, in public,
The reason for the derailment was the rotten track.
You said what?
Well, sir, you had the track repaired before the inspector could see it.
That track has nothing to do with it. It was that idiot porter. We can't allow employees to behave in flagrant disregard of the company rules. You will be suspended for 14 days. And we'll find you a posting, a station more suitable to your abilities. Montgomery.
So, he went to the little station of Montgomery. The people of Ellesmere so appreciated Mr. Hood that they made a presentation to him. But he stayed at Montgomery for 4 years, until he heard about the House of Commons Select Committee investigating the long hours that railwaymen had to work. He wrote to the Cambrian Railways management.
Oh, what's this? Hood again. Oh. Permission to speak at the House of Commons Select Committee. Impertinent fellow. House of Commons, though. Oh, ignore his letter.
So, John Hood got in touch with his MP, and he went to London and gave evidence.
At my company, the Cambrian Railways, and I don't believe this is unusual. The staff sometimes have to work from 8 o'clock one morning, through to 8 the next morning, and up to 8 the following night. 36 hours of continuous duty. Oh, I believe it's too much, and said so to the management. There are bound to be accidents when men work that many hours.
He went to the House of Commons and said,
Get rid of the man!
We can't employ people like that.
I'll tell him he can have a month's salary in lieu of notice.
Oh, generous terms!
Quite too generous.
Could I meet with the board, and so I can put forward my case?
Oh, very well then.
Gentlemen, thank you.
Thank you. Why do you thank us?
For allowing me to...
Allowing you. We don't allow you anything.
Disloyal, ungrateful wretches like yourself shouldn't be allowed anything.
You were given a last chance by Mr. Conacher
Much against my better judgment.
against his better judgment.
And you threw it back in his face.
Went behind his back.
I didn't, I wrote
Quiet!
she's still at the station house in Montgomery.
But at the end of October,
October?
you will be out of work.
But Mr. Hood didn't leave it at that. With the help of the union, and it had only just been formed, protest meetings were held. Local people signed petitions, and in the House of Commons,
They sacked him for giving evidence to a select committee. That's a breach of privilege. Recall Mr. Hood.
Oh, my word.
But we didn't mean any harm.
Well, not to the House of Commons.
Issue a statement.
In discharging Mr. Hood, we were actuated solely by the conviction that he was entirely unfit to be retained in a position of trust. We certainly had no intention of deterring any railway servant from giving evidence or of violating the privilege of the House.
Fine words. A breach of privilege it is.
Now, you are the directors of the board of the Cambrian Railway, who censored Mr. Hood.
Yes, sir, but...
That's contempt of the House of Commons.
It's a most serious offence.
The only way you can purge your contempt is by reinstating Mr. Hood.
Indeed. And, unless you do, we will be forced to use our power to have you thrown into prison.
But we're very sorry.
we're sorry,
We
sir.
apologise.
We're very
Most
sorry.
profusely.
the debate lasted 7 hours, until Mr. Gladstone, the Prime Minister, rose to speak.
This is a very serious matter. However, the government feels that nothing will be furthered by committing these gentlemen to prison, and that we should accept their apology.
Oh, we are sorry. Very sorry, very sorry, very sorry.
It was well past midnight when the votes were cast, and the directors were found
Guilty.
Guilty.
Guilty. Guilty.
and called to the bar.
It is my solemn duty to severely admonish you your breach of privilege.
Sorry, sir. Sorry, sir.
Oh, well, thank goodness that's over.
Less prison. My word.
So, what do we do about Hood?
We have no choice. We've got to reinstate him.
Of course not.
And give him no compensation either.
The intolerable man.
But local people collected over £200 for him, and he bought a house in Ellesmere, and he lived there, joining several councils and remaining a popular figure. So, he lived to see improvements in the working conditions of railwaymen.
Good old Mr. Hood.
When's the train coming?
We'll see.
Yes, but when?
So, if there were hardly any people in Big Wales and not much goods, I thought the Cambrian Railways would die.
Well, it was saved by holidaymakers. Working people didn't go on holiday. You had to work every day.
Except someday.
Oh, except Sunday. But people started to earn more money and have fewer hours to work. And once a year, they would have a week off and they would all go to the seaside. There was one trip, one Friday. Children went all the way from near Manchester to Barmouth. They arrived at 8 in the morning and they didn't leave till 6:30 in the evening. And most had never seen the sea. They were so tired but happy on the long journey home. They reached Oswestry at 9:30 and Ellesmere at 9:50. And then, with most of them asleep, just as they reached Welshampton, the train left the rails. 15 coaches and 300 children scattered on the fields. Local people rushed to help.
Was anyone killed?
11 people, and over 50 others seriously injured.
Why did the train leave the rails?
That was a Lancashire and Yorkshire Guards van. A useless object. It shook all the way. That was the cause of the crash. It had naught to do with van. It were rotten sleepers. Guards van. Rotten sleepers. It was a guards van. Rotten sleepers. Guards van.
was born in Llanymynech, Carriog, and I was station master for the Cambrian Railway at Llanymynech and Towen. I was also the general manager of the van line, near Casus.
John Kerriog, a wonderful poet.
I don't know. But while we're waiting, why don't you all take this opportunity to visit the bar in the interval, and as consequences are natural, the toilets are available in the village hall. Don't forget the second act leaves this platform in about 15-20 minutes. Don't be late.